fans, Joe Motion Videos 82. It's time for another G.I. Joe toy review, and welcome back to those who regularly view me, and welcome to those of you who are just tuning in. Thank you for taking a chance on this channel. I do things a little bit differently here. I am not just a show and tell type review, but I do my best to make you feel at home, like you are here in the toy dungeon with me. I also share childhood memories, if I do have any, for particular toys. So today, this is going to be a quick review. We are looking at the 1985 mail-away parachute pack. This would have been a toy that I would have absolutely loved as a child. I thought parachutes were just the coolest thing. I would buy the little parachute with the toy soldier off the ice cream truck, I think for $1 or something to that effect. And I took good care of that thing, that parachute. They were very frail. And these parachutes that came with G.I. Joe were also made rather inexpensively. Let's say that these two, the strings could tear off, and just make playtime just a little less fun when that happens. But I did not have this as a kid. I did have one of these when it came out with the Street Fighter Guile action pilot. I think the Guile pilot anyway. I was in my 20s when I bought it, and I still took that out in the backyard and played with it. It's a parachute, for crying out loud, right? It was just begging to be played with. I also had the I have one Sky Patrol, and I was in my mid to late teens when I bought that one, but yet I still took it outside and played with it. The problem with the Sky Patrol was it had a Mylar film over it to give it that silver sheen, and underneath it was the standard plastic. But the more you played with the Sky Patrol parachute, the more the Mylar started breaking down. The silver would flake off, and it would become translucent, so you would lose the insignia on the Sky Patrol pack parachute. And that's what happened to mine. I do not know what happened to the parachute. I just have the Sky Patrol figure and his accessories. That's it, save for the parachute. So anyway, this came out in 1985. It retailed, it was a mail-away offer. I shouldn't say retailed, it was mail-away for $1.75 plus 2 flag points. This was sort of marketed towards, in my opinion anyway, towards Ripcord. Because he was still available in 1985, because he was released in 84, and I think he was discontinued in 86, because still at that time they were doing 2-year runs on their action figures. Pardon me. So that's my feeling, that it was kind of leaning towards him. The one I have, I purchased on eBay a few years back. Don't remember what I paid for it, but if you've been watching my channel long enough, you've heard me say this, I'm pretty cheap when it comes to buying things for myself, so it had to have been a pretty decent deal for me to purchase. Excuse me, to make that purchase. So all that being said, this parachute pack did not come with the blueprints, which I thought were just absolutely amazing when I saw them. So let me pull up a picture of those so you could get a good look at those. So let's get that taken care of. So looking at the instructions, the blueprints, those are so neat to have. I enjoy owning the blueprints. They make good wall art if you're into displaying your card backs and blueprints. They look really nice when they're displayed. I would have definitely would love to have the blueprints for this. But it gives you the instructions on how to put this together. For a kid, I think this would have been a little bit challenging to get the strings lined up just right, because if they're not even, those of you who have played with parachutes, you could see when you throw it up in the air that most of the strings are taut and there's one that's a little bit loose, and that could get things tangled up. So getting the strings exactly even has always been a challenge when they're not pre-set up, or if they're not what's considered a hard parachute, which there was, I'll review it. Well, actually, you know what? Let me pull him down off the ceiling and I'll show you what a hard parachute is. So this is the Action Force. I think they call him the Sparrow. He's the SAS parachutist. So you can see the cords are made out of soft plastic, so these are less likely to tangle. This is very reminiscent of the Fisher-Price Action People parachute. I had that one. Very cool. I absolutely loved it. So this is a hard parachute. You can see that it's very well constructed. Has a hole in the top to help allow the air to escape, and it also has a slight rip, but this is a very nice example. It's made out of a heavy plastic, almost a vinyl. I loved my Fisher-Price parachute, and so that's what a hard parachute is. So anyway, without any more gum flapping, let's go ahead and get into this review. I've been excited to prepare this for you guys. I wasn't sure what I wanted to review until just a few minutes ago, because there's so many toys out there, right? And I tried to do a set schedule. It didn't work. So I saw this, like, it's time. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Okay, so I'm opening this up. This is the first time I've really looked at it. This was sold to me as 100% complete, which it isn't. So that's a lesson learned on that one, because I should have examined it and contacted the seller and said, hey, it's missing something, but it's missing the air mask, which came with ripcord. So I'll pull up a picture to show you what it came with after I'm done here. But as you can see, this is a camouflage parachute. Has G.I. Joe written on it. This also came out with the 1988 Target exclusive hit and run. So I'll pull pictures of that up to show you as well. But you can see how the strings get tangled up. This was well played with. The strings are taped on, which is nice. The little ice cream truck comes with a green soldier parachute. Those had punch holes in them, and the string was tied through it, so those would rip. But at least these are taped on, so you could fix it again. So this is all tangled up, and the strings here at the bottom, you would loop through this hole right here and tie that into a knot. and then folded up and put it inside the parachute pack, and it had this little locking mechanism. It pegged onto the back of the action figure. So it pegged onto the back of the action figure, and it a part's broken off of it, it looks like, but it was, there would be a buckle on here that you would hook this through and hold the action figure in place. So this is pretty nice. The Sky Patrol parachute packs were all different colors. This one is kind of a lighter green. I don't know if that's really showing up on the camera or not, but the one that came with the Street Fighter Guile was a dark green, so this is not to get confused with that. You can see there's some very nice detail on this, but these were a lot of fun to play with. It also came with a helmet, which is not the right helmet. This is an accessory pack helmet that looked like it came with Doc or blow. No, it doesn't have the pill bottles. This looks like Blowtorch's helmet. So let me pull pictures of those accessory pack, or not the accessory pack, but the actual parachute itself off complete. Okay, so you can see that it came with Airborne's helmet and mask, but nonetheless, this is pretty cool. When I have to recant something here. I looked through my notes. I catalog everything that I purchase on yojo.com, and so anyway, I cataloged everything on yojo.com, and I had cataloged that as purchased incomplete. So as you can see, as I was talking, I sort of just robotically folded this up, but everybody has their own different way of doing things, but this is how I used to do my Sky Patrol parachutes. I'd take it and fold it in half, and fold it again, and roll it from the top, trying to get it as tight as I can. Wrap the string around it and try to squeeze it into this tiny backpack. How they did it in a factory is beyond me. So that fits pretty well, and just lock it into place. Yeah, so this is definitely the accessory pack Blowtorch helmet. So yeah, that's why I got it for such a good price, because it was incomplete. So anyway, guys, there you have it. So that was a relief for me. I'm glad that I do catalog everything on there. If you haven't logged on to Yojo, check it out. When you become a member, you can upload all the action figures that you have, and there's a section where you could write notes about the action figure, how much you paid for it, etc., etc. So I got this for $15 a few years back. Not bad. Not bad at all, and I could see why now, because it was not complete. It was essentially the parachute, and that's it. That's the only thing that was original. Didn't have the blueprints, didn't have the air mask or the helmet, but at least I have Airborne's helmet and air mask, because that's who I was going to display this with. But as I was saying, this came with the in 1988, this was released again with the Target exclusive Hit and Run. Hit and Run was selling by himself retail for $2.75, and his Target exclusive, since he came with a bigger card back and this parachute, he sold for $4.75. Still, that's not too bad. So let me pull up a picture of that too. I was going to do that exclusively when I reviewed, when I get around to reviewing Hit and Run. But since it's germane to this situation, let me go ahead and pull that up for you guys. It looks pretty cool. So that Hit and Run is pretty cool. I would have loved to have had that. I didn't shop at Target much back then, and frankly, I really don't shop at Target that much now. So, you know, missing some of those Target exclusives is a bit frustrating, as on the aftermarket they sell for a small fortune. But I have gotten lucky in these recent days to get a few Target exclusives, which, you know, it's nice to buy some of those, as people refer to, out in the wild. You know, like the Cobra Island, extremely hard to get, frustratingly impossible to find unless you're very lucky. Figures. Sorry, my stroke was kicking in. So anyway, these parachute packs were used for several other action figures. For the fighter pilot in 1994, the action pilot in 1994, version 2, the action pilot used parts from Ripcord, accessory pack number 3, I think the helmet, and Ripcord's mask. So all of that came off of yojo.com. So let's go ahead and get into my favorite segment, Byron's Gripes. For those of you who are just joining, I do this as entertainment. I use eBay just for the mere reference. I don't do it to pick on eBay or the sellers. That's not what I am about. I am not a bully. But I do like to make fun of the prices. Because some of these, as you guys know, that who are shopping for this stuff, some of these prices could just really get out of hand. So right here, it is saying that this parachute pack is 100% complete, and it is. It is selling for $36 or better offer. That is a bit steep, but then again, some of this is, you know, mid rare. There were a lot of them produced, and then, you know, for the mail away, but not a lot of kids would do that. So that's why they had the surplus to use for Hit and Run version, or the Target exclusive Hit and Run. Same action figure, he just came with a parachute. So yeah, that price is a bit high. The backpack, let's see. No, it was not broken. I apologize for that. I was thinking about the backpack for the strap that came with the Sky Patrol. This backpack, you could see that there's a hole right here. You're supposed to put this strap into, put the strap into the hole. I should have rehearsed all of this and gave it a good look. I do apologize. I'm not normally this sloppy. I try to do things just off the cuff. Because I tried scripting before and that didn't work. It just didn't feel organic. The parachute pack helmet, $5.99. That I would say isn't too bad for the helmet. Mail away that came with the blueprints. This is complete. I'm going to put that up with deal of the day because that is just simply fantastic. It's complete with the blueprints. That's a real bargain. The blueprints are $9.70. The strap, that's pretty expensive for blueprints, but seeing that those normally got thrown away, that kind of adds to the scarcity, and even more because this is a mail order. The strap is $6.99. The mail-in that came with, it's just the pack and the helmet, $18.95. No parachute or mask. That's kind of silly. That price is pretty expensive. Okay, here are the blueprints, $5.50, and he wants $5 shipping. You could just put that in a standard envelope and mail it out, and it wouldn't cost you $5. So they're trying to recoup a little bit. The pamphlet that came with it, the catalog, $7 or better offer, not too bad. Okay, here's a good one. Parachute alone, nothing else. It comes with the backpack and mask, $32.21. No, thank you, but no or better offer to cushion the blow. Blueprints marked down by 10% to $6.29. Not bad. Another one for $9.99. Here's one that comes with all the inserts, but no parachute or belt, $29.99. But it has all the accessories. No, that is a bit much, but hey, let's throw in a or better offer. So that helps. This one is shipping from Canada. It's the blueprint, so it's $5.25 or better offer and $8.73 for shipping. So that makes sense. It's pretty expensive to ship internationally now. The mail away, no parachute, no belt or mask, just the backpack and blueprint, $16.74. So that looks like that's about it. Just a lot of stuff from 1985. Oh, here are 3 shipwrecks for $45. Shipwreck, yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's the end of it, guys. So thank you very much for tuning in, and please pardon me for the little gaffes in there. Like I said, I do this kind of extemporaneously, and because I want you to explore it as I'm exploring. But this one, I think I should have looked into it just a little bit more before I made a fool out of myself. But I promise I'll do better the next time around. So anyway, you guys take care. Stay safe out there. Remember, be kind to everybody. You never know what kind of day someone's having. And also be kind to animals. They know nothing but unconditional love. So until next week, this is Joe Motion Videos 82 signing off. Don't forget to check out Count Vampire's reviews under Monster Monday. He does talk about monster toys, hence the picture of Vlad Tepes up here in the background and some monster toys up on the wall. Anything spooky he'll talk about. That includes Scooby-Doo. And you can see I have my G.I. Joe stuff up here. So that being said, when I reach 600, I'll be holding a giveaway, which will be one of these beautiful Ram cycles up here in the back. So anyway, you guys take care. Stay safe out there. We'll see you next week for another G.I. Joe toy review. Until then, this is Joe Motion Videos 82 saying bye-bye.